Welcome to the fifth episode of this series. Today, we are going to talk about vaccines. Right now, the whole world is searching for the coronavirus vaccine. But how exactly does a vaccine work? How fast can a vaccine be made? And what happens if a vaccine isn't tested well before it comes to the market? Let's talk about the first question first. How exactly does a vaccine work? When foreign microbes enter our system, our body's defense mechanism gets triggered in order to identify and remove them. Even coughing and sneezing are part of this mechanism. So, if you are coughing or sneezing, that means your body is working against some foreign particle, also known as pathogen, that has entered your body. At the same time, body also activates another line of defense which consists of B cells and T cells. And this system is called as adaptive immune system. B cells fight bacteria and viruses which are specific to each pathogen, and T cells play a vital role in killing the infected host cells and activating the other immune cells. At the same time, memory cells store the information about the virus or bacteria. So, if the same bacteria or virus attacks again, then the body would know what's the best way to respond and what worked the last time. This is also the reason why kids fall ill more often because they don't have enough memory cells. A vaccine works by training the immune system to recognize and combat pathogens. To do this, certain molecules from the pathogen must be introduced into the body to trigger an immune response. These molecules are called antigens, and they are present on all viruses and bacteria. By injecting these antigens into the body, the immune system can safely learn to recognize them as hostile invaders, produce antibodies, and remember them for the future. Now let's talk about how fast can a vaccine be made. But to know that, you need to understand how vaccines are created. The first process in the creation of vaccine is research. Once the research is done in labs, the vaccines are tested for safety, efficacy, and side effects. And after that, there's manufacturing. But there isn't just one way to create a vaccine. There are multiple ways to create a vaccine. And during a pandemic, what is usually done is that various labs work on different approaches to create a vaccine. By doing so, a testable Zika vaccine was created in just 7 months, and a testable COVID-19 vaccine was created in just 42 days. But creating a testable vaccine doesn't exactly mean success, but it can just be considered as a step closer to the success. To be honest, testing is usually the longest phase while creating a vaccine, as it needs to go through strict tests and get approval for its safety and efficiency. The fastest vaccine developed was Ebola one that took almost 5 years. But right now, a lot more labs are working on the coronavirus vaccine as compared to that time, so we can expect a vaccine sooner now. Now, let's talk about what can happen if a vaccine isn't tested well before it comes to the market. Once a tested vaccine is taken, it can immune you against a virus or a bacteria for a long time, and in certain cases, even till we die. But what if a vaccine given to us isn't tested well enough? In certain cases, vaccines can lead to other diseases, and in insanely rare cases, it can lead to death. But the numbers are so small that even if you look at the earth through a magnifying glass, you will barely find a few cases. But that's because all the vaccines that came to the market till date were extremely well tested vaccines. At the same time, vaccines have a huge upside. For example, in 1950s, almost half the population of the earth dealt with measles at some point of the time in their life. But the cases dropped drastically once the vaccine came out. Until the vaccine comes out, all we can do is try our best to stay safe. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, make sure you drop a like. See you when the next video comes out, and until then, take care.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options.